8080. 954-753-8080. Times are tough, and right now those in the commercial world know that being heard via advertisements is the name of the game. AmpSquare.tv understands how important advertisement is and is proud to express that it's truly the only plugged-in internet television production company on the market. Amp2.tv live streams all their shows across all the major selling markets in the U.S. and abroad. Call them at 866-224-5422. The AmpSquare.tv library allows productions to be seen over and over again, making commercial platforms more usable. Call 866-224-5422. Toll free 866-224-5422. Amp2.tv, the first and only internet television network that's truly plugged in. 866-224-5422. That's AMP2.TV. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Hello, hello. It is Tuesday night, and you know what that means. It is the Power Biz Show time. We are so excited to be brought to you by Bloomberg Business, and today's topic is sure to excite you entrepreneurs or those who inspire to be entrepreneurs. As you know the setup. First things first, if you are watching via live stream, whether it's Periscope, whether it's YouTube, whether it is Facebook Live, I want to personally welcome you on behalf of our team. I want you to go ahead and click that share button. Go ahead, share this message out. You never know who this message may impact. I love to say, sharing is caring. So share. Now, you can always visit us at the powerbizshow.com. That is the THE powerbiz.com. There you'll be able to connect with us, not just myself, the Queen of Cash Flow, but also with Benicia Ponder, our breakthrough strategist, who really helps entrepreneurs find their voice and monetize their message. And of course, Kristen Robinson, who is our social media marketing guru specializing in Facebook ads. We are so excited to come together in community as collaborators where we're here to help you. Now, for those of you who this is your first time meeting me, I want to say hello, and welcome. My clients call me the mogul maker, the wealth creator, the queen of cash flow. I have many years of experience in business development. In fact, I am a 3-time award-winning business leader, recently receiving 40 under 40 for Sun Sentinel. So excited about that. But what excites me even more is helping entrepreneurs power up and soar, because I do believe that entrepreneurship is the key to empowerment, economic empowerment. I don't just talk about it. It's really in my blood because I'm a 3rd generation entrepreneur. So when I say that I'm passionate about entrepreneurs and what they do, I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. But first, let's talk about today's topic. Really exciting. And we're going to actually have Kristen on the line. Kristen, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, Kristen, how are you?
Hello.
Now, before I actually pose this week's question to you, do us a favor. Can you just, in a brief way, introduce yourself to our new audience members?
Hey, everyone. I'm Kristen Robinson, known as the social media head coach of KR Design, helping you generate more leads using Facebook ads and social media.
Wonderful. And she is really good at it. Every time she gives me a little trick or tip, it's like, boom, a breakthrough. So, Kristen, tonight's question is, what is a revenue stream that an entrepreneur, a business person can implement? What can they implement to start making their 10K months?
I think this is so a great question. I would say one of the things they have to put is recurring revenue. And it's something I've discovered being a military spouse. I move every 3 to 3.5 years. So, sometimes I don't have control over the internet or anything, or having stable internet or having a stable place where I can work. And I've realized after 7 years of moving around, that having a recurring revenue stream of having a membership site is very vital. And it's really something that any entrepreneur can do. And the funny thing is you really don't need a lot of people in your membership to start out to make it worth your while. You can actually start it and keep it growing, because the profit when it comes to a membership site is really in the members that stay for the long haul versus always trying to get new clients into it.
Now, for some of our listeners and viewers, they may have never even heard of what a membership site is. Can you explain that to them a little bit?
Exactly. So we've all heard of Netflix. Netflix is a membership site. You pay $9.99 every month to access movies, on-demand stuff, everything. Netflix is like the best example I can give you of a membership site.
That is a great example. Who doesn't know Netflix? I think we all know who Netflix is. Now, with membership sites, understanding that it's a revenue stream, so that's definitely a plus. Are there any other hidden gems that would be great pluses, great positives for having a membership site?
One of the things I love about a membership is that every month especially for entrepreneurs starting out, you're building on your sales. So if you think about it, when you're in business and you're doing your sales, every month you start at zero. Every month you're back at zero, right? Because you got to generate sales for the month. But a membership site, the good news is every month you have the same people paying you the same amount of money. And I'll give you a great example. So I just started a membership site, believe it or not, this month. I started this month. And I have 7 people in. It doesn't sound like a lot, but they're each paying me $47 a month. And when it comes out to net, it ends up being $40. So I make about $280 a month already, right? And you're just like, okay, $280 a month. That doesn't sound like a lot. But the thing about it is, every month, that's $280 that's there. And as it grows and grows and grows, imagine if you had a 10K month when you have so many members. That's $10,000 every month, not just this month, every month. It's recurring. It happens every month. And that's one of the beautiful things about having a membership site.
I think you make a great point. I love to tell people this example. Bear with me there. We had some technical difficulties, but that's a great example because far too often we make decisions about revenue streams based on chapter number 1. How it starts. And just because how it started doesn't mean how it's going to end. I think about Facebook. When Facebook first started, it was only a handful of people, but it grew and it snowballed. So great point. Now, you're our marketing guru. When you have a membership site or you're thinking about developing a membership site, is there any particular different marketing strategy that a person should use?
Believe it or not, there you are. Believe it or not, it's pretty much the same as if you were doing a regular launch. But the biggest thing you need to look out for and be aware of is, from what I've realized in membership, is the conversion is a lot higher because the price point is much lower. So it's one of those things that's a great thing, but you need to look out for it. So I'm seeing my membership, I'm seeing 10, even 15% conversion of the people who sign up for my webinar. So that's amazing. So out of 100 people, there's 10 or 15 people at times $40. I mean, I don't really need to do all the math. You guys get it. So just adding a little bit every month and just saying, okay, this month I want to add 10 people, right? Which is something any entrepreneur can do. I just want to add 10 people every month. So I'm going to add 10 people every month. And little do you know, over time, it really can be a 6-figure business, but at least it's 6 figures, but it's recurring. It's recurring 5-figure months all the time.
That's really good. Well, thank you so much, Kristen, for patching on in. I'm so disappointed that I wasn't able to see you visually, but more importantly than visually seeing you, we received that great information. And so now we're going to jump on over to Atlanta. So we're going to go from Boca Raton to New Orleans, now to Atlanta, Georgia, and speak to Benicia Ponder, our breakthrough strategist. Benicia, are you there?
Hey, Ann.
Hey, how are you?
Awesome.
I'm always excited to hear your voice. I just want you to take a moment and introduce yourself to the audience, please.
Well, I love how you introduced me earlier when you say that I help entrepreneurs to find their voice and monetize their message, because that's exactly what I do. I help you to unleash your gifts so that you can make an abundance of impact and income as you share your gifts with the world. And so one of the things that I love to do is to help entrepreneurs to monetize their message. So that's a little bit about me. Yeah, I'm in Atlanta, and that's what I do.
Great. And if someone wanted to connect with you, how would they reach you?
Well, the best way to reach me is to text me, actually. And you can text the word unstoppable to 31996. And then you will be able to get onto my into my community of women who are breaking through and prospering in their purpose.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's jump into your perspective on this question. What is the revenue stream that an entrepreneur, those who aspire to be entrepreneurs, what is a revenue stream that they can implement so that they can have that 10K month?
Well, so I'm all about the confidence, clarity, and the cash flow. And what I am so super excited about helping entrepreneurs do as they're finding their voice and monetizing their message is to help them actually do that through the written word in a book. So sharing your message and writing it down in a book. And I'm actually helping entrepreneurs and individuals to write best-selling transformational books. And the best way that we do that is by taking your message, putting it into a book, and then that book serving as a platform for multiple revenue streams. Kristen talks about membership sites, and there are so many other revenue streams like products and programs and different things, but they can all start when you have a book. That book begins to build your community, build your platform, so you make money not just from the sale of your books, but also from the other products and programs that you create as you teach the concepts from your book.
I love that. For me, being an author of Wonder Woman, Your Goals, I love that you are helping entrepreneurs take their voice, turn it into a message that they can put in a book and monetize, because, tell me if I'm wrong, Benicia, but there is really no other way, really, besides a lot of media connections, for you to say as an entrepreneur that you are an authority on a subject besides writing a book. Would you agree with that?
I totally agree. And one of the things that I found as I've been helping my clients to reach, not only to write their books, but also reach that bestseller status, is that once you have a book, people just automatically attach an expert status to you. And you can probably see that with your book. I saw, Anne, where you're all over the world with your book, and even little kids are reading your book and saying, "Oh wow, this is amazing!" And there's so much credibility, and you get so much exposure from your book. So it really does set you up for some great success in building a community.
Absolutely. It definitely sets you up for building a community. Now, I know that you have a special thing going on called Luminary Authors. Is that correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, I am working with amazing women who have powerful messages to share. And in fact, I'm opening up my schedule to work with great women to write and publish their book before the end of the year. So in 90 days, you could have in your hands your transformational book and be a best-selling author before the end of the year. Check that off of your bucket list, right? So,
Absolutely.
The best way, if you're interested in joining that program, the best way to do that is to text the word author to 31996. Now, there is a process by which we talk and chat to make sure the program is a fit for you. And if it is, then you'll jump on board and be one of our luminary authors. And again, you'll have your book, your best-selling book, in your hand before the end of this year.
You know, thank you so much for sharing that. That's such a good point, because this is the time. If you are going to write a book, I'm a strategist for entrepreneurs. If I was going to select a time of the year to make this happen, this would be a great time of the year to make this happen, because holidays are right around the corner. People are going to be purchasing gifts and keepsakes to people. Wouldn't you agree that there is no better time than right now to get started so that you can be in stores right on time for holiday shopping?
Absolutely, absolutely. This is the time where people are gearing up to pull out their credit cards and swipe, right? So not only do you capture that holiday spending, but you also build momentum for a fabulous 2018, because you're setting yourself up for success to have clients and customers pouring in. They've read your book. Now they want to work with you individually. And the programs and the membership sites and all those other things that you have developed around your message, they bought your book during the holiday season. Then in January, you're not starving for customers and clients anymore, because they're coming in, they're flooding in because they've read your book and they want more from you.
Absolutely, especially then leading into January. January is a time of the year where so many people are doing New Year's resolutions. They're thinking about goals. They are really open to learning. And really, for me, there's really no better learning than reading a book, where you really can sit down, read, gain from someone else's understanding, and really find yourself through the pages in a way. Now, a lot of people are going to think, but books are only $19.99 or maybe $9.99, or even some ebooks are $4.99. How is that going to get me to a $10K month? Can you explain that a little bit further, Benicia?
Absolutely, because as Kristen talked about a little bit earlier when she was talking about building with the membership sites, your book is a gateway. So your book may only cost $20, but as an entrepreneur, a service provider, even someone with a product, you have additional programs and things that people can come into. So they buy the $20 book, and now they want more. So, for instance, I'm a ghostwriter as well as a coach and a mentor, and one of my book that's coming out is all about the Luminary Author's Blueprint. Now, the book will be $15, but there are going to be people who read that book who want to join into the Luminary Authors Mastermind program, and some people who want to hire me as a ghostwriter for their book. Now, my ghostwriting services start at $10,000 to write a book. Guess what? Someone who comes in and buys that $20 book says, hey, I want Benicia to write her book. If I just get one of those to say, I want you to be a ghostwriter, that's a $10K month. And so a lot of times people are saying, oh, well, I can't make money selling my book. Of course you can. It's about positioning your book to also lead to your other services and products and programs that will bring in much more income.
Very, very good. You know, the best example that I can think of is think about J.K. Rowling in the Harry Potter series. She became the world's first billionaire author, not because of selling books. She only had a small rate that she was receiving back from the publishing company. She made that because of all of the spin-offs as a result of the book. Things like movies and TV and merchandising and everything that flows from the book. The book is really the gateway, right, to revenue.
Exactly. And don't forget about the speaking engagement.
Yes.
And all of the other things. You know, you have the speaking, the coaching, the products, the programs, the membership. You know, my favorite book says to have 7 or 8 streams of income. So, you know, there are lots and lots of ways in which you can take your book as the foundation and spin it off into so many other ways to make money.
Absolutely. Well, Benicia, stay on the line because I'm going to answer that question. I want to throw my hat in the ring and answer that question also. So stay on the line while I answer the question because maybe you can give me some feedback or ask me a question about what I'm saying. But for me, a very important revenue stream, especially if you are a service provider, but even if you're in the business of products, you could still actually do it, is group coaching. I myself have a Power Mastermind, which is basically a group coaching program, and it is a great revenue stream. Not only does it provide income for your business, when you are not operating based on individual onesies and twosies, you're able to get so much more done, so much more effectively. So think of a personal trainer. They can train someone one-on-one, or they can do group coaching. The one-on-one training is fabulous. It's fun. You actually do get to help someone get their results. But with group coaching, you as one person have the ability to impact so many more lives. In addition, I find that the closure rate of those sales are much higher because of the fact that the cost of having a coach or a trainer is shared among group members, so it makes it more affordable, meaning your sales conversion rate will become much higher. In my case, I saw my conversion rate go up 60%. 60%. That is significant. That's not something to shake your finger to. That is significant. So group coaching is great. And for me, I love group coaching also because there is a form of synergy that happens with a group. You know, what we call group dynamics, where the group supports one another. Often when you're doing one-on-one coaching, and correct me if I'm wrong, Benicia, that's a lot of weight on your shoulder as the coach. But having a group dynamic helps lift the load so that really everyone is working together in synergy, in collaboration. So there you go. Look at you there. Benicia, it's a little half, but maybe they can correct it, or maybe you can move your screen. I only see a half of your face. Okay, there you go. That right there. There you go. Don't you love live streaming? This is like live TV in the good old days. You just never know what's going to happen. But we keep it quick, breezy, fun, as CoverGirl says, easy breezy CoverGirl. So what are your thoughts about group coaching, Benicia?
I love group coaching, and one of you hit on the biggest point there is that with private one-on-one coaching, you only have so many hours in the day. You can't service as many people as you'd like to serve. So group coaching opens it up for you to make a great impact on more people. So I love group coaching. In fact, the Luminary Authors Mastermind program is a group coaching program where my authors are coming through the program together.
Oh, love that. So they're coming together. Now, what do you anticipate the synergy impact could be in getting their book to bestseller status?
Oh my gosh, when you have a community of support, when people are working together on the same goal, toward the same, on the same track, it's amazing how much support and encouragement and accountability you get. Because one of the things I find, especially when you're going after a goal, whether it's, starting your business, writing a book, increasing your sales, whatever it is, it can be tough doing that by yourself. It can be tough when you are thinking, I'm all alone in this. But if you have a group together that's going to check in on you and say, hey, you said you're going to do that. What happened? Or do you need some help with that? That synergy, that community feeling is something that you can't replicate any other way.
Absolutely, you really can. And I'm gonna share a secret with the audience. Before doing my first group coaching program, I was very hesitant. In fact, it took me probably 8 months to finally jump the room and decide to do it. But listen, I am not looking back. I absolutely love it. And in fact, I am transitioning to do more of that than individual coaching because there are so many more benefits. Now, I'm going to keep it completely transparent and completely honest. Will you lose people in the group? Absolutely. Think of college. Think of high school. You may have started high school or college with a certain group of students. It doesn't mean everyone's going to graduate from the program. That doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. That is the nature of the beast when it comes to group coaching. Would you agree with that, Benicia?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You are going to have those people who start the journey and they're not going to finish with you. I do think that having the group increases the chance of success. But as you said, everybody's not going to finish, or everybody's not going to stay committed to the group. Life happens, things change. So you don't have to, get caught up in, am I going to maintain? Just serve at the highest level that you can. And you'll find that the people who stay in the group are the ones that are committed.
Wonderful. Great response. I love that. 30 minutes goes by far too quickly, you guys. We're actually nearing the end of our half hour. I want to talk to entrepreneurs really quickly and announce a great program. We are offering an ability for you as an entrepreneur to get the benefit of not one expert, not two experts, but 3 experts. We know that this is the time of the year that it is more important for you to re-energize your purpose, to really find out what you're going to do with your brand to increase cash flow. The holiday season is right around the corner. And the reality is fourth quarter really is where companies are either made or lie dead. They're either made or lie dead. So we want you to connect with us and secure an opportunity for your own business makeover. Go to bit.ly. That's bit.ly/Total Biz Makeover. That's Total Biz, B-I-Z Makeover, so that you can tap in to the amazing resources that are available to you from 3 business experts so that you can power up your passion and power up your profits. I am Ann Charlius of SheroRising. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, power up and soar. Thank you for joining us. And we are brought to you proudly by Bloomberg Business.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth